Hello and welcome, I am Sterling and today we are playing Going Medieval. We've got lots to do this episode, so no time to piss fart around. So grab a cold one and let's get started. First thing we're going to do in today's episode is start planning out the wall for the Restitutionist island. There's nothing special to be done, it's just like we've done for the rest of the castle so far. I plan to build the first 2 tiers from the ground, the rest will be built from above the wall so then we don't have to build scaffolding. So let's plan it out. We have 3,000 limestone bricks and we've still got 27,000 limestone. I believe we've got enough to do the project. So we'll start by putting a reinforced door up here. And now we'll just follow along with the wall we've already created. That section there is going to be a pain in the butt to have to keep going over. Wow, they must have heard me because they're not wasting any time. Just double checking that actually works. I'm not sure about it, to be honest. I'm not sure whether we should do it like this, which is the long face here and then the long face there so they're pointing. But if I'm going to do that, I really should have brought this down, shouldn't I? Because it's been done to that angle. I'm sure it will be alright. And there we go. That's the outer wall planned out. Now we'll run timber flooring the whole way around so they've got something to run around on to build the rest. Fantastic. Now they can get around once they start building the floors. These rear towers, you will not be able to access them from the ground level. You'll only be able to access them from the wall, due to what I have planned. Truth be told, I'm not 100% sure I like this corner tower yet. Maybe I'll add the walkway across and see how it looks. So we'll go limestone brick and limestone brick, like so. Then we've got to add the floor. Doesn't look too bad once we add the gantry. Might work. And once again, we'll just do these 2 outer towers. So we'll put the stairs in first, then the floors, and then the merlons. And there we go. That's the 2 rear towers planned out. Now I'll go ahead and put the outer merlons on the walls. And now the fun bit, the hodgy-podgy bit. There we go. Now we'll just fix up all the corners and the bends and the twists. Double check I haven't missed anything. Nope, that looks good. The walls are bloody close though, aren't they? Luckily they copy one another, otherwise we would have had an issue. Let's get rid of these trees that are a bit too close to the wall. Fantastic. Now you're probably thinking, Sterling, that wall you're building resembles another wall that you perhaps have built around the castle. It somewhat resembles the waterfall wall, just on a smaller scale. And guess what? You would be correct. That is exactly what I'm building. It's going to travel across this wall here, across this wall here, and across this wall here. And there will be a bit of a pond that will be built within the walls here that the water will flow into. I could also go so far as to add external waterfalls on the walls as well. One across this wall, or even this wall here. And if I built it on this wall here, it could then cascade down onto this platform here before cascading down into the river. Now the reason why I haven't gone so far as to add any sort of waterfall on the exterior wall is only because I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to do that. At the moment, I'm too busy concentrating on what we're doing internally. And here we go, we're being raided. So we're lucky this time there's no trebuchets, but there seems to be quite a few archers here and there. But overall, I don't think they're going to be a threat. This bloke here doesn't even have any armour. And here they come. Not one of them is a threat. Look at them go. Wow, that was quick. These fights seem to be getting easier and easier. So either the enemies are getting weaker and weaker, or we're getting better. I didn't even have to tell our people what to do. I just sort of sent them up there willy-nilly and yeah, the fight spoke for itself. Look, just mop them up. A couple of our people didn't even make it into the fight. And once I realised they were safe, I just left them there. I honestly didn't think that we needed anybody. And I was correct. Now don't get me wrong, Harold and George didn't come away from this unscathed. They've taken a blow or two, but nothing for us to worry about, really. But as I've said in the past, I need to enjoy these nice, easy fights because sooner or later, we're going to get some shockers. The moment we start getting multiple trebuchets and just fully kitted out, armoured up blokes coming in, just trashing the joint, I'm going to miss these days. Now, the biggest problem with us being raided is they dump so much stuff, which once upon a time, that was a good thing. We're like, yes, we got some new armour, we got some new helmets. Oh, Harold's helmet's broken and we can replace it with one of the Malorda's helmets. But now, the gear that the enemy is wearing is so far beneath what we actually produce, we have no real use for this. And on top of all of that, we've got so much resource, so much iron and cloth and everything, we don't even need to break down this stuff because we're running out of room for the actual building materials we have. So we've actually hit a point now where there's no real benefit to us being invaded, other than the experience perhaps that our settlers get from fighting, but we're not even doing melee. So our melee troops aren't getting any experience. It's just the archers that get a pot shot in here and there. So maybe I should be sending the melee out occasionally to have a bit of a spat with the enemy, especially while it's easy, just to get the experience points up. Now let's play a game of where is the Sterling stuffed up? Yep, I have made a big mistake. Don't ask me how I did it, but I did it. This level here is the top of where the water will sit. That level out there is the same level as where this soil is right here. Have you worked out where I've made a mistake? So the answer is simple. Where this channel is here is incorrect. The water channel should actually be running where this soil is here. Don't ask me how I did it. I don't know how I stuffed this up. So these windows here should actually be down here. And so I'm going to have to go across and dig out all this soil, demolish all these windows and add them one level lower. So essentially what I've done is I've gone away and gone, how can I make more work for myself? And then I've gone ahead and just completely stuffed it up. Thankfully, I haven't done anything that I can't come back from. So I'm going to go ahead and start fixing all this up. So let's start by deleting all these windows. Like so. Fantastic. Next. Oh, where to start? Okay. We're going to get the mine tool and we're going to tell them to dig all this out. Drop this down a few levels, make it a bit easier. Grab it here and go all the way across to, I think it's there. Yep. And over this side as well, grab it here and drag it all the way across. Done. Right. So now they'll go across and dig all that out. Now what does that mean moving forwards? Well, because I underestimated the depth, I might have to actually make our pond twice as deep as I originally planned. Initially, I'm just going to dig it one level down and hope for the best. But in the back of my head, I do know that I might actually have to dig it down 2 levels. Fantastic. Now that this section of the wall's complete, we can get stuck into fixing our mistake. Then we can continue building the rest of the wall. Fantastic. That's our screw up now taken care of. Now let's go across and plan out the rest of the build for this wall. So that's all the underground stuff planned out. Once they build that, I'll then be able to add all the extra little bits and pieces here and there. And there we go. That's the wall complete. Now there's still a few little things here and there I wouldn't mind doing, such as over here. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fill this in, whether or not I'll leave it as it is, or if I'll just continue the pattern the whole way down, even though it's not releasing water, or I might make it just one solid roof. I don't know. I'll have a bit of a play, work out what I feel is the best look, and take it from there. As I mentioned before, I might make a waterfall on the outside of the wall as well, but for the moment, I'm not going to even bother touching that until after we've finished actually dealing with the temple itself. The temple will be located right in the middle here, so we'll have the nice big pond on the outside. Unfortunately, that will have to wait till next episode, as this is all the time we have for today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.